Place the main game board in the center of the table. The board has 4 main areas, called ages: the night age, the dawn age, the day age, and the dusk age. The 4 tiles shown are gold powers, which provide unique abilities to each player. They are double-sided, an inactive side shown here and an active side shown here. The number in the bottom left corner is the level of the gold power. Choose 4 level 1 gold powers and randomly place each in a level 1 slot as shown. Do the same with the level 2 and level 3 powers. Return all other gold powers to the box. They won't be used this game. The 3 gold powers from different levels bordering an age are considered connected to that age. The pawn representing the phantom is placed in the night age. Place the grey and black victory point cubes along with the white augmentation discs in separate piles near the board. Each player may take a player aid with a summary of the main rules. Give each player the 9 cards in their color. Each player has the same hand of cards, 4 numbered cards, shown in the top row, and 5 action cards, shown in the bottom row. Players can look at their cards in their hand at any time, but should keep them hidden from opponents. Each player has 4 time whisperers in their color, each designated by a number, which represents its strength. The higher the number, the stronger the time whisperer. Each time whisperer is double-sided. Gold numbers represent gold strength, while black numbers represent dark strength. Each player secretly chooses one of their time whisperers and flips it to either its dark or gold side. When all players have done this, the time whisperers are revealed and placed in the dawn age. Repeat this process for the day, dusk, and night ages. Each age should end up containing exactly 1 time whisperer from each player. For a first game, it is recommended to flip all time whisperers to the dark side and randomly place 1 from each player in each age. The game lasts 4 rounds. Each round, except the 4th round, is composed of 4 phases. The 4th round lasts for just the first 2 phases. In Phase 1, each player chooses a card from their hand and plays it in front of them simultaneously. This card may activate or manipulate one of their time whisperers. The effect of a played card must be carried out if possible. Players then choose and reveal another card simultaneously, which again may manipulate one of their pieces on the main board. The process is repeated until each player, either by choice or by necessity, plays their termination card. The phase ends immediately after the last player has played their termination card. We'll now see how each card affects a player's time whisperers. A played number card activates the corresponding time whisperer. This activated time whisperer can now be manipulated by future action cards. Any future numbered card played deactivates the previous number card. In this case, Red's number 4 time whisperer is now active and its number 2 is deactivated. The progression card moves the activated time whisperer 1 age clockwise, while the retrogression card moves it counterclockwise. A reminder that another played number card deactivates the previous numbered card. The augmentation card doubles the strength, dark or gold, of the activated time whisperer for the remainder of the round. Place a white augmentation disc underneath the time whisperer to show this. All placed white discs remain on the board through the end of the round. The inversion action flips a dark strength time whisperer to gold strength, or vice versa. The time whisperer now has a gold strength of 6. The termination card ends the player's card play for the phase. Red may not play any more cards for the current round. In Phase 2, players receive 1 victory point for each age in which they are the Dark Controller. To be the Dark Controller of an age, a player must have the highest total Dark Strength in that age. An age with no Dark Strength has no Dark Controller. The Dark Controller of the Phantom Age receives additional victory points equal to the number of gold power tiles they own. We'll assume the given example is in round 2. Let's first begin by determining dark control of the age with the Phantom and progressing clockwise from there. Red controls the Dawn Age with a total dark strength of 5. Note that Blue's number 3 Time Whisperer has gold strength and is therefore not applicable. Red receives 3 total victory points, 1 point for controlling the age, and an additional 2 points for owning 2 gold powers while controlling the Phantom Age. Next is the Day Age, which is controlled by Green with a total of 2 dark strength. Green receives 1 victory point for having dark control of this non-Phantom Age. In the Dusk Age, both Blue and Green have a total dark strength of 2, which means there's a tie for the highest dark strength. In the case of a tie, the tied player who played the fewest number of total cards during Phase 1 breaks the tie and is the dark controller for the age. In this case, Blue played 5 cards compared to Green's 6 cards during Phase 1. Therefore, Blue is the dark controller of the age and receives the victory point. If 2 or more tied players played the same number of cards during Phase 1, there is no dark controller for the age, and no player receives victory points. Moving on to the final age, the Night Age contains no Time Whisperers with dark strength, and therefore no player has dark control of the age. After determining dark control of all 4 ages, Phase 2 ends. During Phase 3, a player who has the highest total gold strength in an age is the gold controller for that age. The gold controller for an age receives the lowest level available gold power connected to that age. In our example, Blue is the gold controller of the Dawn Age and receives the Witch. Green wins the Phoenix in the Day Age. Because no player has gold strength in the Dusk Age, no player receives the Swarm, which is then removed from the game. Finally, Red receives the Hybrid. In the case of a tie for the highest gold strength in an age, follow again the tiebreaker listed on the player aid. Using a gold power is always optional and overrides any standard rules of gameplay. Only an activated gold power may be used. When it is used, flip it to show it is inactive for the remainder of the round. The point in the round during which each gold power is used is listed directly beneath its name on the tile. When multiple players have the choice to use their gold powers simultaneously, the player with the lower level gold power must decide before the player with the higher level gold power. If the powers are at identical levels, the player with the name of the power occurring earlier in alphabetical order must decide first. In Phase 4, the next round is prepared by moving the Phantom, returning played cards to hand, removing all augmentation discs from the board, and each player activating 1 gold power. First, the Phantom must move clockwise and stop at the age that has the fewest number of total Time Whisperers. This means it's possible that the Phantom ends up in its current age if it satisfies this condition. Note that the strength of the Time Whisperers does not matter when determining the fewest number. In the current example, Dawn and Day tie for the fewest number of Time Whisperers, but Dawn is closer to Night in clockwise order. Next, all augmentation discs are returned to the side of the main board, and all played cards are returned to players' hands. Finally, each player chooses 1 gold power to activate from those they own. Deactivate all other gold powers. The chosen gold powers are the only powers that can be used in the following round. After Phase 2 of Round 4, the game ends. The player with the most victory points is the winner and replaces Father Time as the ruler of the eternity. This concludes the rules for the game, the Time Whisperers.